Hey, what's going on, GP? How are you tonight? Sorry I missed your live this afternoon. I had to go to a doctor's appointment. Mr. Cliff, how are you tonight? How are you? I had to go to a doctor's appointment. I had a few doctor's appointments today, so I couldn't really get on my phone. I was doing all the paperwork. Got some blood taken, all that great fancy stuff. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, I was trolling the comments that came through, and it was fun stuff, fun stuff. So I got to get on it tonight after this one. Well, that's 15. Crack open a nice cold one here for us. Treating myself to a little Fresca. How you guys making out with this Arctic blast that's coming in? They Alex's school has another 2 hour delay tomorrow because of cold weather. That's all it is. It's going down tonight to like I think they said like 20, and they have a 2 hour delay for school because of possible ice on the roads with no precipitation coming through. Yeah, tonight 31. Richard, how are you? Yeah, no, yeah, nothing. We're just now they change it to a possible wintry mix between 10 and 11, but I don't understand. I mean, at that point, this is the second 2 hour delay this week. The first one was because it was like 12 degrees out in the morning, but it heated up to like 50. And then tonight is a possible. So just cancel the whole day of school, or all these kids can get on virtual. Just put them on virtual instead of the 2 hour delay. It sets everyone back, at least the parents. It's more of a pain in the butt. But that's me complaining for the for the bit here. How's everyone doing then? We got four in here. I hope everyone's doing well. Before we kick anything off, I don't know if anybody has any kind of questions for me, or if you would like to know anything, or how are we going to go about it. I was looking at some property the other day. I don't think we're going to go for it, but it was 30 acres. Hoping something in the near future. Hopefully, with these interest rates come down. I reached out to the Farm Bureau. Really? Well, I'll give it to them down here though. They're not prepared. I think I may have seen two plows in the 3 years that I've lived down here, and that's in different parts of North Carolina. I've never even really seen a plow truck. And they throw down that like that beet juice chemical, so they don't salt the roads. They hit it with that mix for anti ice, and they do a good job with that. I'll give them that. But I guess for some reason the 2 hour delays. About three. Believe me, we had one after one morning. It was they were calling for all the snow when we first moved into this house, and we got like a dusting of snow, and they closed the school down for like almost a week because of dusting and a little bit, and then it thawed and iced, and then it thawed and iced, and that happened like 2 days, and the whole week was shut down. 8 foot dress. Sheesh. I haven't seen snow like that since I was in upstate New York. We haven't gotten much of any of that. 8 foot. Forget it. People would be they wouldn't be doing very well. 8 foot of snow. I'm gonna try to go out this weekend. Let me see what. So my parents live in another town. They don't live in the same town or county as us. Let's see what the forecast is over there. I mean, it's all gonna be the same. I don't want to be wrong though. Saturday's going to be 30. We're at a high of 14 with a low of 14. Sunday's going to be a high of 40 with a low of 18. So I might go out Sunday, me and a few of the guys, and go check it out. I really want to try that crossbow out. I've never harvested anything with a crossbow. I'm kind of interested with it. And then if I do to harvest one with the crossbow, then after that, it's probably going to strictly be my compound bow after that. That's just my rules. I don't care what anyone uses. I think the more people in the sport of hunting or involving in the sport of hunting, I love it. So however they want to get out, they get out. Give me 2 seconds. Honestly, the G5 so far. I mean, I went to Sports Authority, picked them up. I think they were on sale from $39 to $31. It was like I don't know, like weird, like $8, $9 sale end of season. Uh, they look. I mean, they're super sharp. They cut me in one area. I was using the tool and trying to get all fancy and slick with it, and cut myself. They did a pretty good job, but uh, I haven't shot one bolt with it in yet. I have they're 100 grain, and my target tips are 100 grain. So I just yeah, that's what the one guy was saying too when I was asking him. And I went to that archery place down here. Um, oh, I don't know why I forget everything's name if it's not like if I don't see it every single day. Uh, Boneyard Archery. I think it's in Maiden or Madison. It's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from here. And they have all these 3D targets and a nice range. And I was shooting them over there, but I was just using the target tips. Whoa, holy smokes. JHM from Antarctica. That is really cool. That is really, really cool. The reach, it's amazing the reach of YouTube and everybody in here. Thank you for joining in Antarctica. That's unbelievable. So, like, how do you even have any kind of sunlight this time of the? Well, if you're, is Antarctica all dark right now, or is it? Do you have any sunlight down there? That's a silly question, but blows my mind. Even with Alaska. Oh, it's dark. Okay, last question. Without sound silly, but are a lot of any polar bears or I don't want to sound, like I don't know what I'm talking about because I really don't. I just that fascinates me. Nah, I haven't seen any. Just a casual. No, like I haven't seen squirrels today. I have a picture of my little guy, Alex. I don't know how many of you guys follow him from. I know Cliff and GP. So I have a 9-year-old son, and we were going back and forth with bears and stuff like that because I just love bears. And we got this picture in here. Hey, bud. I was just talking smack about you.
I know.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
You can talk. This guy right here, JHM. Look at this. He's in Alaska right now.
Alaska.
Oh, not Alaska, Antarctica. Even
Oh.
cool. Yeah.
Alaska.
Yeah, right. And that's I was just asking if you've seen any polar bears, and he goes, "Not yet." Like just casual. Like we didn't see any squirrels today. That is nuts. Where's that picture of the polar bear and the bear? You have that on your tablet?
Yeah.
Can you go grab that for me? Because just the size difference. Oh, bud, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I don't know where this is from. I don't know if you guys are gonna. Sorry about the lighting. Hold on. That probably might made it worse. Hold on, guys. I'm
Want me to turn
colorblind,
this
so I
light on?
usually I usually have my settings like really low. But no, that's
Probably
terrible. They
can't
can't
see
see
it.
nothing. I can't see it at least. The polar bear disappears on my screen. This is a lot less. There it is.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it, bud?
Mhm.
Yeah, there I can see it. Look at the size difference between a black bear and a polar bear.
It's a crazy size.
Yeah, it's like insane. Sheesh. Cliff says hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but that's just incredible. Antarctica. That's unbelievable.
So he lives all the way in Antarctica.
He's in a research station.
That's really cool.
Yeah. 5. So wow, that's yeah. I've seen. I follow North Carolina deer hunter or North Carolina hunters, and there's a few guys that post some pretty heavy duty bears down here too. State record's just over 500 pounds. I don't know if they're reaching that heavy, but they're definitely they're respectable. But just the size difference alone on that, I believe that's called a pelt or a hide, is just unbelievable. Check this out.
I should go myself. Probably not.
Go get one. But you got to crack it open.
Right in front of us?
No. But thank you guys, everyone, for joining. I mean, this is incredible. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I see a raccoon out in my parents' woods. I'm closing up shop. I'm not trying to hang out with wild animals. Jeez. I think polar bears and silverback gorillas are just incredible animals. I'm not a big fan of any animal with some giant neck like a giraffe and ostriches and stuff like that. Those animals, I don't really care for them. So, if you don't mind us asking, JHM, what is the research based down there on ice, or is it like for space or something? That was fast. I don't think I've ever seen you do anything that fast in your whole life.
I came here just for this. I waited the whole time to crack this.
Oh yeah, feels good. Once you crack a Fresca, you have to smile.
Oh, one of my lip dripped down my lip.
That's crazy. That is definitely cool.
What do you say?
GP ground pound. He had a guy. He had a gentleman from Vietnam in one of his live streams today. We missed, but we gotta watch that later. JHM atmosphere and space weather observation. Yeah, that's really cool. He studies atmospheric and space weather observation kind of stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you would love that. Yeah, that's definitely really cool. Alex, well, what do you want to be when you get older?
I want to be a scientist when I get older.
A scientist. Yeah, Cliff, I believe the size of those groundhogs. There's some massive groundhogs down here too.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, right?
They're probably a little bigger than your hat, right?
A groundhog? Oh yeah, absolutely. Look how fast he's coming. A ground pounder would said, "What sort of thing would you like to study as a scientist?"
I want to study animals.
Animals.
Any animal. But the ones that I really want to study are sea animals.
Well, thank you so much, JHM. I appreciate you hopping in here and enlightening us of that. That's really cool. Stay safe, stay warm, and be careful out there. Have a good night. Absolutely. We try to get on every Thursday night. After dinner, very good. Yes. Good night. That's pretty crazy, huh? And GP, it's cool how many people you could reach with something we just started as
Just
like
like
some
this.
just nuts. But
I don't think anybody's realized what I have on my shirt.
that what did it say? Just the boy who loves. You ever even have a Twinkie?
What?
You ever even have a
I
Twinkie?
love Twinkies.
Hmm?
I know what? I don't want to be a zoologist anymore. I want to study Twinkies.
There you
All
go.
flavors of Twinkies. I'll make different flavors. Fresca Twinkie.
No, that's a good Twinkie. I'd buy it. So I got reached Built Hard reached out to me. They're gonna send me a chainsaw. I should be receiving it by tomorrow. I got to go out hopefully within the next few days. I don't really enjoy cutting down trees, but granted, most of the trees I take down aren't very big. They're if that around, so maybe a circumference of 6-8 inches. I'm going to try to cut down a few trees like that. I really enjoyed burning that stuff, especially with the charcoal. Excuse me. Fruska's getting to me. And I figured I'd go out there. There's a few trees that have poison ivy on it. Um, I'm now educated because of you guys that you can't you could equally get sick from burning poison ivy. So I'm not gonna burn those ones. I'll cut the poison ivy. And I had a question regarding that. Do you guys now do you cut the tree or do you cut the poison ivy vine? A lot of them vines right now aren't those really thick ones, the thick hairy ones. They're kind of like probably the size of a pencil, thick wise, on these few trees that I'm getting ready to cut down. I can roll. I personally I can too. I don't get poison ivy doesn't affect me. Burning poison ivy is basically what I'm more concerned about right now. Since I heard that we get really sick from it. So now, when you guys, outside the fact of burning it, yeah, no, I could imagine, especially for I mean, if you're really in it, I'm not exposed to it. Jeez Louise, you're already breaking stuff. I'm trying to have a conversation. But so some of these vines, yeah, don't burn it. Yeah, exactly. So my question is, do you cut it with the chainsaw and then, I could dump it towards the back of the property. Calm down over. I know you heard him, right? He's going nuts. Here, there you go. I'll move the computer. You just stay still. So I don't know if I should hit it with a hatchet on the like towards the bottom of where I plan on cutting, or just cut right through it. I don't know if that's a no fresco. GB said no fresco. Yeah, I don't even think there's sugar in it.
What is this? Did she say no fresco for you?
For you, yeah, for you. Yeah.
Oh, no fresco. Alright. Keep it for there.
No,
for
I don't
now.
think there's any sugar in it.
There isn't.
Yeah, I just that was my biggest thing. That's why I'm treating myself, because I went to the doctor today, and then I did a whole huge blood work. Thank God everything came back negative, but now I got to go to Manhattan to my specialist in March, and
it's made from. It's under authority from Coca-Cola.
yeah, Coca-Cola makes it.
I didn't know that. That's actually surprising.
But yeah, I got to go that last year.
Yeah, it says no sugar. It says that down here.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy going, but like everyone, I mean, we have to. I don't know why. Like, I, I shouldn't get nervous, but I get nervous, like unbelievably nervous to go. I can go to the dentist every day of the week. I love going to the dentist. A regular doctor, I'm not a fan of, but thank goodness I got the all clear. I got to go back in a few months right before I start that CDL school to go get my DOT physical. And then besides that, I just got to go back to my urologist specialist. That is never a fun time, but he's a good doctor. Okay, 1 second. I cut it off the roll the oil of the poison. Yep, that I got, Richard. Thank you. But now, say you guys are going towards a tree right now. 1 second, let me get caught up. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh wow, it takes emergency stuff. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm happy your wife made you go. I mean, it's. I don't know. I guess as guys, we're just hard headed with certain things. I mean, the woman did a great job. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, stuck me right here.
Oh.
I played it off all day. Sent the picture to mommy. Told her I got shot.
You really got a long shot.
Yeah, it's vicious. Look at the size of that hole.
You can actually see it.
That's really not big. I mean, she did a great job. I didn't even feel it. She said you little, and then as she said pinch, the needles already in my.
Yeah,
but
I get hives randomly. I have it right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have hives a little bit. They're not itchy. So I'm good for now. At least for like the next 22 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's more eczema than I think you dry skin.
I do have.
You put lotion on?
Nope.
Neither do I.
I don't like lotion. It's like creamy, and I hate getting it on my hands, and it gets slimy on my fingers.
Okay. All right. So, Machete, I was thinking of using a hatchet. I know it's not the same thing, but about the same thing. And cut the vine towards the bottom, and then when the tree falls, I'll probably just leave it there for the next week or two, and then when I bring the tractor finally back down there and start doing more work with the tractor, because I haven't started since like November, I'll just grab those ones. But the ones that don't have, or the ones that don't have poison ivy, I was gonna make into like a TP stack and put a bunch of charcoal on the bottom and then burn all that because I, that giant pile turned into next to nothing. I have like a few logs laying around that is about as thick as my forearm and about 3 feet long, if that. And the goats kind of been eating at that. They jump the creek and they go down there.
You jump over the creek.
Oh, Cliffy machete it too. All right, then I'll just gonna do that, and then I'll cut it towards the base and let the tree just kind of do its thing. Luckily, I'm not. I mean, I've never dealt with poison oak or anything like that. I've never actually seen it or sumac. Um, it's just this little bit of poison ivy in this few areas, but I know for a fact that burning it is a definite no go. What happened? You want to be in it? Or seriously?
Huh?
Then then I'll move the computer.
Go over here.
Just chill out. Read the comments. Oh, Dell's in. Hey, Dell, how are you? Thanks for hopping in.
Sup, Del?
I've-
Richard said, "Hey, Del."
Whoa. Okay,
Oh,
so while you were felling trees, was that something you did then, or that was previously doing something else? Not to ask, personal questions, but yeah, and the hand part, I think the hand hurts more.
the hand hurts more than the arm.
No, I mean you hit your artery. Yeah, I mean,
Why would? Did I break this? No, I didn't break it. It's just me sitting on it. Yeah, they're supposed to pop out.
this little heart thing, really, on the little side here. That's why I keep staring because I'm trying. It blocks out half of what you guys are saying. Like I can't read everything GP just put. It says, yeah, but I think I heart myself.
Scroll down.
I can't.
Oh,
So it just says, yeah, they say it does, but heart, bro. I can't see.
wait.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I when I went in for one of my surgeries, they had a. This is my cat. We fight to the death, but yeah, they stuck me a few times in my hands, and oh my
You know what the
goodness, I was
cat did to
bleeding
me?
like crazy.
Cat
Oh,
scratched.
okay.
Cat scratched me like crazy earlier today. Scratched me on my back, my right shoulder.
We were just pulling into the house when I got Dell's text. Alex's basketball practice ran a little bit late, but it was good. I'll definitely show her. She's looking to get a Joe. Let's go, Joe. Thank you for stopping in. That's all that matters. I really appreciate it. Just like everyone else. Thank you guys so much for
There's 8 people.
hanging out with us. Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm getting a lot more people.
Respect. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great evening. But I will definitely show. I know we're waiting on a she's looking to get a my parents are looking to get a barn. Yeah, we're waiting. It looks like it's going to be like close to $6,000 in rock and dirt. So it's just really from what we gather, it's almost like compactability right now wouldn't be the best time to
I
put.
got another like.
Oh, cool! Thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Dal. Yes, that I'd appreciate that from everyone. That'd be great. But it's just really comes down to the compactability of the soil, from what I understand. So it's either going to happen. I mean, Del. When do you guys basically start spring down there? I feel like we're in the northern part of North Carolina. We're like only 30 miles away from Virginia. We're a lot closer to Virginia than we are to I mean South Carolina or Tennessee or anything like that. And I feel like spring here. Yeah, yeah. I would say early spring, especially here, that you start seeing stuff budding or having the buds up. So that's when they were saying, end of February, if not March, to come in and put the rest of that dirt in. The culvert pipe, I'm not gonna lie, it lifted and moved. I have to dig it back out. I have a bunch of concrete sitting on the side by my parents down there, but that hill going down, I usually I'll try to get it on camera next time I do it. I back down with my tractor because if I drive down the hill, I lose control, and there's both sides of
He said March.
yeah, right here, March. There's both sides of that little path where there's already a culvert pipe. I've almost went straight into the creek line with my tractor. So if it wasn't for that front bucket and like pretty decent brakes, I would have went right in. So I have to back down it. But unfortunately, the camera doesn't really show depth well at all. It's pretty terrible. So um, I know my next few videos are going to be cutting down the tree. I'm going to do that review with that chainsaw that's coming in. Um, I might see um, how I go about that. I mean, I'm probably it's a nice looking chainsaw, so um, I'll see maybe if I get a discount code or something like that for them for those. It's a 20 inch. I don't know too much about it right now, but I'll look it up in a second. My phone's like almost dead. Yeah, yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree wholeheartedly with you. I could do that, but my parents' driveway, their house is basically on a hill, and on both sides of their driveway, it just it just drops off. So I would have to almost make like a switchback, but in that area on the top of the driveway towards the street, it wouldn't work out either. So that's why we have that road going in. I just have to wait until we can get those that rock set in. I'm sorry. Once that rock comes in, that culvert pipe goes in, then we won't be using the backyard little area at all. We'd be driving around, and then I believe once the road goes in, they're looking to put in don't quote me on it, a 30 by 15 metal building, a barn to be put in. My mom would like a well. I reached out to a solar company regarding solar panels for a solar well, since they only need 2 to 5 gallons per minute. I don't even think it's that much for those frost free watering stations for the goats. So they said that the solar panels and the battery pack will do fine for the well and for that float that goes inside there. Since running electricity would be, I guess they would need like a power pole from the front to the back because it's where it would be. I believe it's 278 yards from the back of the house to where they're going to put that barn. So yeah, Joe, thank you so much for hopping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, so that's really where that is. I would love to. I feel like there's a lot of open-ended projects there, but right now we're just waiting on the dirt for. I mean, he could deliver the dirt any day, but they were super honest, and he was like, yeah, just the compatibility of this time of the year, and it won't settle out as. Don't quote me on what he's saying. So I don't. I mean, I'm not saying verbatim, but basically, it's just we're waiting on the springtime. Long story short.
So,
But so we're approaching that 9 o'clock. We're at 30, almost 30 minutes. Thank you guys very much. I'm not running yet. I have if you guys have any other questions for me, anything, um, I'd be happy to answer them.
oh, did you show them the profiles that I?
Yeah,
Today?
with your YouTube, yeah, but weight restrictions here in the cold. As per what though? Weight restrictions on what? CDL. So, what I would really love to do with my CDL license is always been fascinated with heavy equipment. I was gonna get into the heavy equipment union when I was still in New York. I really wanted to do that. Out of high school, I got into the plumbers union, and then I was gonna hop in from the plumbers union, switch over to the steam fitters union, but I didn't make the switch because I had a hook at the plumbers union. Um, and then I had a bunch of um, oh my gosh, iron workers. A few buddies that were iron workers, and these guys are tough as nails. And I don't have it in me to be an iron worker. Great union, great money, but these guys are absolutely insane. And I've always been fascinated with trucks and stuff like that. So what I would want to do is I want to get a dump truck. I would love to get either a dump truck or a day cab with a lowboy and get into heavy equipment and go to auctions and buy something and then drive it from there and then work on it and then have it. And then I know for a fact I've told Monique, like, my goal is before I turn 40 is to definitely have a minimum of 30 to 40 acres. And I would love that.
Says commenting so you can see what behind the heart.
Wait, what?
If you look at what Cliff said.
Hold on one second. I'm only up here to GP. What do you want to do with the Oh, thank you, Dell. Yeah, that was I mean, for a $200 crossbow, I think I got it on sale end of season 2 or 3 years ago. I put a $20 cheap glow. I don't even know the name. I bought it at Walmart. A very, very cheap knockoff name scope, as long as I could see at least 30 yards. And at 20 yards, the thing smacks. It hits hard. At 30 yards, it kind of like lobs that bolt, but it hits. It doesn't sink in all the way to the fletchings. It sinks in maybe about 8 inches at 30 yards. But I'm sure if we go for the vitals, it's going to be totally fine. It's a cool crossbow. I mean, are there better ones? Absolutely, there's better ones, but it's a nice little entry crossbow. Good job, Alex. Yeah, thank you, Cliff. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's true. It's the truth. Like right now, if I read GPs, it says with fluctuations in. So now it makes sense because in. But if there was temperatures, anything else behind that, I wouldn't be able to see it because the heart takes up that whole area. Nothing way over 26. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess for the roads cracking or are they friable? I don't understand. I don't know enough about CDL or commercial driving to even understand why that would be it. I have the book, like I said here. I've been reading it as much as I can. With the fluctuations in temperature stuff. Okay, well there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that makes total sense then. Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have 8 foot snow drifts right now, so I would imagine it wouldn't be the greatest. But I mean, especially down here, even if it was I mean, I love this guy that I watch constantly. I've been watching him for before the pandemic started. Just Trucking. His name is Justin. He's in Greenville, Somerville, something, South Carolina, and he's got a Kenworth W9, and he's got a dry van or dry. It's a box. I don't know what you want to call it. And he drives, and he's got 3 sons and a wife, and once in a while he'll take his boys with him and they'll do like short trips for the day and they're in the back and they're on their pads. I mean, I think it would just be cool. um I don't really know. I mean, I know for a fact for for the YouTube channel, I want to buy some stuff from auctions. My brother-in-law Chris, he's just honestly, when it comes to mechanics, he's like one of those guys you have in your corner that's like a rain man. It's like he hears it and he'll right away, he's just like, yeah, this is that. And you end up doing that and it's fixed. So he's not too confident with diesels just because he hasn't worked on many, but I'm sure the way he is, and he's not a cocky person when it comes to it at all. Um, so he kind of downplays it more than what he should, but I'm sure without a shadow of doubt, he would have no issues figuring it out. Yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine it being uh, that good either. But yeah, that's what I would love to do with this. I mean, I would really like to buy raw land and develop it into our own kind of. I won't say farm because we none of us. Monique doesn't want animals, and I don't want animals. Yeah, well, sometimes in here, what was that? sometimes what happens is this doesn't refresh as fast as everyone coming in and out, so it bounces. But I know for a fact with Monique and I, we really don't want any kind of livestock or any animals like that. Like I look at Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer, and on the outside, you only see a glimpse of his day of like that much out of a whole day of working and tending to animals, and that's it's a labor of love. And I watch and I love everything he puts out, and I sit back. And I'm like, man, this guy doesn't stop. Like you don't, no matter what the temperature is, no matter what the day is, no matter what, you always gotta tend to these animals. And I don't know if I don't think I want animals. Like nice, nice. Maybe, yeah. I like the tree farm idea. But plant a bunch of chestnut trees, a bunch of apple trees, pears. We've been messing with persimmons right now. I'm doing a cold stratification on some persimmon tree seeds. I have some chestnut seeds, sawtooth oaks, but I forget the actual whatever the species of tree that is. Um, we have a bunch of that going on right now. Yeah, they have a bunch of them down here. It doesn't seem. I don't. I don't know what the ROI on Christmas trees would be. Sawtooth grows well around. Yeah, down here they use them as I never even heard of it until I moved down here. They use them as decorative trees, and I'm out there like a wacko at in like October, November, picking them up, and I have like almost a bushel full of them in our garage fridge right now doing the stratification on them, and yeah, and there a few of them already have some tap roots going, so I should probably start transferring them into something. Apple trees are in the 36 dollars. That's the apple, whatever your Macintosh or your green ones, whatever it is. The crab apples are super expensive here. They're almost like 50 $60 for a $2 or $3,
I
two,
love
3 year old.
crabs.
Yeah.
That's so good.
The Dunson chestnut trees I picked up in Martinsville, Virginia at the Rural King. That's the closest one to us. And they were I'd be lying if I knew. Maybe $40. For some reason, $45 kind of rings a bell for me. Um, Other trees, I don't really. Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of. My aunt has a giant pear tree. This thing has to be 30, 40 foot tall, and every single year she's got these. Right, and M has those giant pears in her
Yeah, she
backyard.
has huge pears. They're about probably about
Yeah,
this big.
they're massive pears.
And the best part about them is they're not like they're kind of crunchy and juicy at the same time. They're really good.
There you
They're
go.
like apples, but a little better.
They're like pears.
No, they're kind of like apples.
But they're pears.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Great, great. Yeah. That Fresca's like a Coca Cola, but it's a Fresca.
Backflip.
No, child. You can get her. But but yeah, I want to graft that tree that's there, because in case if she ever sells or whatever, there's no way we'll ever get that tree out of there. But focus first, yeah. Sweet gums, yeah, all over my parents' property. Yeah, the sweet gums, and there's another one there too. That's everywhere. They're almost. They say if you cut down one, like 15 grow. That's what I was told by the arborist that came to my parents' house. But we'll see. I definitely like growing the chestnuts. I would love to have olive trees, but I don't think by the time they're ready to go, I probably wouldn't be here anymore. Great jobs. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When I'm in next video, I'll show you. It's they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. Yeah, so that top plot where we have a gentleman, Dan named it the corn shack. I love the name. Um there's a bunch of giant white oak trees up there that after cutting them this year, cutting around them this year, all the junk trees, they really came in and they look like they're doing a lot better. I have 3 Dunson trees down there and 4 apple trees that we planted. But I am gonna end up. I don't know if I'm how many trees I'm gonna plant at my parents' house just in case. We'd never know what the future holds. But let's say in 2, 3, 5 years they want to up and move because they definitely want more property. Um, at least flatter property because their lot is not flat by any means. Um, definitely want to do some of that and persimmons. I definitely want to grow persimmons because I I've never had a persimmon up until this year. Granted, it was a Japanese persimmon, but I got it from the nursery not too far from us. He had a bunch of them going, but they're an expensive tree. But I was lucky enough to get a few that one of the guys I know down here. He has a farm, and he's got wild persimmons growing, and I was able to get a few seeds out of a few of them. My brother-in-law's family has olive trees, and they make olive oil. No, no, thank you. I'm good, thank you. But I don't think I could get a. I don't think they'd be ready in my lifetime. Hey, folks. Live oaks. Live oak. I don't know what a live oak is. Let me see. Google.
I think it's a place. Is it a place?
A what?
A place.
No, it's a tree. We're talking about trees,
Hmm.
but that's a name. Of course, a pharmacy
Got
comes
images.
up.
Like a live oak tree. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, look at that. That looks like spaghetti, huh?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Sheesh.
I should have one of those.
This tree's got to be. Look at the size of that tree.
Yeah, and it has like the weirdest shapes.
Possibly. Holy smokes!
Was he asking if we seen one of them?
Right here, you can read. Y'all have any live oaks? We don't say. You say y'all. You say that yet, or you say use?
I say you guys, or
I say use. Y'all's pretty big down here. Y'all come back now.
Y'all come back.
That and okra. You guys ever hear of okra? I was at a deli or a diner something here,
There's a
and
delis here?
what?
There's delis here?
Nah, it was
Like a store?
yeah, it was a store that almost like a deli where they have like the food out.
Yeah.
And the lady, she's like, oh, she has a southern accent. I'm not gonna make fun of her, but she's like, yeah, you want okra? The way she sounded, she says, you want okra? No, you want okra? You want to try okra? No, I don't know. It sounded to me. I said, look, I don't mind Oprah, but I don't know what you're asking me about Oprah. So she's laughing because she had like a real hardcore southern. And she's like, no, no, yeah. And she pulls up like this plant thing and she's like, you want to eat okra? I says, no, thank you. I don't even know what that is. I've never even seen it before. But yeah, there's like that. I don't even know what an okra is.
Probably. It's a plant. Or it might be like a seed or like a type of nut.
No, it's like it looks like almost like a pepper or something. I don't know what it is. Richard, pickled okra is my favorite. Oh, I'll show you what okra is. I don't know. I thought the lady was asking me if I wanted Oprah, which is a famous black lady. She is. You never seen Oprah?
No.
You know who Oprah is?
I might.
You have to know who she is. She's so famous. She had a TV show and everything. I've never. She cooked this up, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, I think I've had that before. Actually.
You probably have. You got all your friends
They're
are from
pretty
down
good.
here.
They're kind of like.
Here we go. Kind of like a pear, but an apple. So this is like a jalapeno, but not. Yeah. Take it easy, Gordon Ramsay.
I am Gordon Ramsay. I love watching
Yeah.
I can cook rice. I can't wait to cook my rice.
Pickled okra is my favorite I've seen.
But what is pickled okra?
I guess they like how you
Put
put
pickle juice?
no maybe, but you know how like you put cucumbers and vinegar and spices and it becomes a pickle.
Can you like explain to us what pickled
Well, I'm
okra
telling
is?
you what that is. I'm assuming that's what it is.
I mean, the person that wrote it.
I've seen the Spring Hill ones in the Pigeon.
Oh, he said yes, Alex. So it's like pickle juice on okra.
There you go. I've never ate okra. Okay, he's never had it either. I'm sure if Dell's in here, he's probably going in now. I'm sure there's no way Dell hasn't had
Okra.
okra or Oprah. Me neither.
Oh, so my
Yeah, all right. So I guess it must be a southern thing. I mean, we're from New York, so I've never even heard of it. I literally thought the lady was asking me if I liked Oprah, and no, I mean,
Fresca flavored airheads kabokum.
what goes? I've never seen Spring Hill ones in a picture. Hold on, Savannah, Georgia.
And Richard, you misspelled my name. It's capital A. Whenever it's someone's name, it's capital A.
Yeah, well, I hope Richard finds you and he smacks you behind the head.
You're gonna help Richard?
I'm gonna hold you down. What do you think? I'm on your team? No way. Spanish. Oak. I wonder if that's images. Okay, so this is gonna sound silly, but we go to South Carolina once in a while, and that looks like that's the like in Pawleys Island, like those trees when you drive in with that moss stuff.
Yeah, that looks like inside of South Carolina.
Yeah, like what we.
Like the beach house.
Yeah.
There's that's like mosquito paradise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's literally what it is. The same tree as mosquito paradise.
Well, the mosquitoes don't live in that tree, but they live in.
But they're around it. My 3D printed dragon.
Yeah, I think they would be. I mean, imagine how easy it would be to put a tree stand in there.
I don't think I'm heavy enough yet to put this chair down.
Yeah, he is. I don't know who he's hanging out with.
Me?
He says, wise guy. Oh. All right. South Carolina probably had to be the few times that we've gone.
I love South Carolina.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of nicer than North Carolina. Well, not really.
The beach.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about South Carolina.
But yeah, it's man, those mosquitoes were relentless. They were like coming at you for every different angle.
You would stay outside for 1 millisecond and 10 mosquito bites.
Yeah, easy. Oh look, hey, what do you say now? All capital.
The LEX has to be lowercase.
Oh man, I promise you, if we ever have something when we meet everybody,
and if you're putting ALEX, you gotta put an exclamation point for Alex.
Yeah. I hope one day we're at an event and Richard sees you. We don't even see him coming, and he just Alex.
How dare you correct me?
Gentlemen, I'm gonna go. Yes, you too, Dell. We're about to end it here too, because I'm gonna go hang out with Monique. She's downstairs studying right now.
The big test.
Oh, good for you.
What happened?
Look, he's drinking them in his coffee can. Coffee on his canoe trip. The mosquitoes.
I just realized he said, "My bad, Sir Al."
Oh, I hope one day. I promise you.
Oh, sorry.
So I hear the cold. Yeah, I don't know. You would think like with the cold weather would kill all that stuff off, but apparently I don't know. I
It's
don't get
not
it
that
because even
good.
like the ticks on Long Island, it seemed like every year they said, "Oh, we need this cold deep freeze to kill all the ticks," and next year everybody had Lyme disease. Then the next year is, "Oh, the cold needs to kill the ticks," and then everyone's got Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Then it's
What is
back to
Rocky Mountain spotted fever?
it's like you get like an issue with eating beef and stuff like that. You get like into anaphylaxis. Yeah, and you get like all this other junk. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Like you would think down here, there'll be days like tomorrow it'll be almost 40 degrees, and we'll see moths and stuff flying all over. I tell you what, I hate bugs. Ugh. But gentlemen, we're at 51 minutes and 8 seconds. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. I mean,
Gotta
I'm
make
gonna
it
try
to
to
an
get
hour.
the next few videos out. I haven't really been slacking too much. It's just that between work, I keep saying this all the time, but work and the days being so slow, it's been kind of hard to. I'm so slow. The days being so short, it's kind of hard to get out there. Oh look, pizza. I hope everyone does this from now on. Everyone in this chat has permission to give Alex one of these in the back of the head. You're gonna have knots everywhere. You're gonna be all bingo bango.
I'm gonna become Mega Mind.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get them out as best as possible. We're gonna hop on and watch GP's live that we missed. I do apologize. Like I said, I was at the doctor's office trying to get everything squared away before I got to go and march to my other specialist. So, thank you all. I really appreciate it. Richard, all capital letters. GP, Cliff, Dell, Joe, Jay. I got to go all the way up to read it. I apologize if your thing starts going up. I want to get everyone right. JHM. Thank you guys, everyone, for hopping in here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Alex, what do you say?
Thank you.
But guys,
We gotta make it to the 1 hour.
Yeah, I'll check. I think we're gonna watch the whole thing. I mean, we gotta go hang out with Monique, see how she's doing. She probably doesn't really nothing we could really help her with. She's studying, but we could be a menace. But yeah, we'll probably grab some water and hang out, see how she's doing, hang out with her before we all head to bed. But thank you guys. Yes, we will take care, and thank you guys all so much for hopping on and hanging out with us. We will see you guys around, and have a great evening, and stay safe in this weather that's coming.
And Richard, you don't subscribe, I'll find you.
Good night, everyone. Say good night.
Good night.
And